Patreon member shoutout. Raz va postupiti mama papa presti ya sashla suma. Raz va postupiti mama papa presti ya sashla suma. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello Dashi. We got a hair in my mouth. Okay, so guys, this is a lot of big news for the weekend. Let me just start off by saying, everyone comment down below if you like tattoo. Also, smash that like button. Gotta try to do that more for my videos. So, a lot of what people have been asking me this weekend, which I wasn't really home for, so apologies for not really making any of my daily videos. I did do a 3.5 hour stream last night. Hopefully that made up for it, at least a little bit. One of which things that people were messaging me about was the fact that Gary Baseman, the new artist that's on Veve, that it didn't sell out right away, didn't sell out in a couple minutes. It sold out X amount of minutes later. And people are like, oh, is Veve done? Is this it? Are we finally not, purchasing everything? Is sentiment for Veve gone down? Put my phone right there for a second. I will bring that back up for some pictures. I think this is a good thing for a couple of different reasons. One reason why I think it's a good thing is because this has to happen in order for us to do marketing. Again, there's no reason for Veve to do marketing if they're just going to market to people and then, everything's already sold out. There's no need. There is no demand problem that they have. And you can make the argument that, well, Chavez, there is a demand problem because it didn't sell out right away. Most things in this world do not sell out right away. Maybe some like sneakers, maybe some things that like Szechuan sauce, it happens like once every X amount of years or whatever. McDonald's, funny story about that at Comic-Con. Comment down below if you want to hear that story. And this has to happen several more times in order for Veve to do their marketing, which, again, I'm pretty happy that Veve is taking their marketing budget and most likely using that for other things because, again, they don't need to use it right now. But that being said, yeah, if Veve really wanted to, they could double their membership like that. They could get up to 5 million members before April if they decide, hey, Rogers and Cowan, it's time. Like cowabunga time it is. Cue those memes down below. And, they're not right now, which again is good. I'm glad they're spending it on other things. But again, that is something that needs to happen. The other reason why I think that this is a good thing is because people are finally showing, oh, hey, I'm going to save my money for something that I really like. Like, I actually did hear of this person before, Gary Baseman. I have looked at some of the artwork. I forget where, but it has been part of memes or whatever. But for the most part, a lot of these artists, especially at like Designer Con, I didn't know of beforehand. Like, they do have their own followings, and they are cult followings, but this goes to show that people, especially in the Veve app, are figuring that just because something is an NFT, just because something's on Veve, doesn't mean it's automatically great. Now, again, I will preface that with something else. Veve obviously wouldn't partner with any losers. They wouldn't partner with anyone that is has anything crazy attached to them, although some of the artwork is a little suggestive and weird. I don't even think I can show some of it. But that's a look to the future. Like, a lot of other people that are not in the NFT world, they just kind of know of it. And so like, oh, this is an NFT, this must be great. And meanwhile, it's like, I can make an NFT out of this bottle of disinfectant. Doesn't mean it's great. It just means that it's on the blockchain. But again, there's some nuances, there's learning curves, and a lot of us are learning, oh, hey, just because it's an NFT, just because it's on Veve, doesn't mean it's automatically great. Now, again, this guy does have a following, and there was a couple of people on Facebook that are saying, well, actually, yeah, I don't like this guy because of X, Y, and Z. Now, his artwork is a little adult, like a little like there's skeletons in the background. There's things that these people are dying. Like, these people are, it's literally a girl being like held by like a ghost and a floating body, no arms. Like, this is, some of this could be considered nightmare fuel. Some of this, I can't show this. I can show like half of this one. Okay, but you guys probably saw it already. All right, it's art, it's suggestive, like whatever. You can interpret it in whichever way you want. Some of the art is not for everybody. And yeah, there are some kids on the app, and there are some people that maybe don't like that stuff, whatever. Maybe it's a family-friendly app, it is collectibles. one, that's what I really love about him also, because you should not censor art. But that's just something that, again, just because one artist didn't sell out, if they were to drop again, even Elektra sold out so quickly. Like, if they were to drop something like an Elektra, or at least a Marvel first appearance that is animated, and it didn't sell out, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, what's up? We need to dig deeper and find out the reason behind this. But if an artist that most people haven't really heard of before doesn't sell out because the painting, because the artwork, at least that one character, is, a little weird, it might mess with the vibe of some other people's, vaults, then I'm going to say it's not a big deal. And again, I hope this happens again and again and again, so that Veve is forced to do a little marketing, we can get a couple more people on board. Again, that is just my opinion. Another thing we have is a guy by the name of Norman Robinson III, who's a writer for Go Collect. That is really bright. For those of you who do not know, Go Collect is something that I use if ever Sleeping Comics or Comics and Crypto is not available. If they're like busy doing whatever and I want to learn something about a comic and they're not available, I go to Go Collect and I'm like, okay, what did this comic sell for in a CGC 9.8, 9.6, 9.4, etc., all the way down. And this person happens to work for them that wrote the article. So keep in mind that this person at least has a rudimentary understanding of some comic books, or at least how to use Google, or how to use a website. So he says, quote, "Well, folks, I think we've seen it all in comics. Now NFTs are launching a collectibles assault on the comic book market. How do NFT copies of our sacred comics impact the real comic book collectibles market?" End quote. Again, it's just him saying that sacred comics, they are important to him. So it should stand to reason that he knows comics at least a little bit. So he defines what a NFT is, and he says, for instance, the ever-popular Amazing Spider-Man 300 simply defies gravity and is very collectible. If you took and made it on a blockchain, that would be unique and an NFT. And he's kind of going like anti-1% here. Can anyone guess Marvel's next move? His big corporation? Yep, selling digital comic NFTs using the Veve website and app. Now, I am very happy that he's bringing up Veve, and again, any type of press is good press, but let's move on. He talks about the app, saying that, you hold their NFTs, we have a wallet, and he says, is it a safe speculation? Will these NFTs become part of the investment portfolio, or is it just titillation? Now, he had said previously that this is pure speculation on steroids, but again, right here, he's kind of giving it, is it either or? So he moves on, talking about his experiment with NFTs, saying, I wanted to understand this phenomenon, so I went on Veve and purchased Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 131. It's a saga with Vermin and Kraven the Hunter. He says this darned NFT, which he probably owns 3 copies of the physical version, ended up costing him $14.95 for the NFT version. And he says, after purchasing, he noticed that the current market value for my copy of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 131, was around $6 on the open Veve market for that book. Side note, you have to buy gems, you can't use real money, blah, 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 blah. So basically he's saying that his investment took about a 60% loss for Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, number 131. Thanks, Marvel. Okay, first of all right, let me give this guy the benefit of the doubt. He probably never purchased anything on Veve before, and he probably went and said, like, as soon as the market opened, oh, hey, here's something that I'm going to buy. I can finally buy it now. I didn't get it on the drop. So he gets it on the market. And obviously what happens as soon as the market opens, not all of these books and comics are delivered yet. So you buy something, and suddenly the market gets flooded with hundreds of more copies, and the price goes down. If you're on here for any moment, at any period of time at all, you're probably going to know that. But again, because it's his first time, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's let him know that, like, hey, this happens. But he also says, like, he kind of exaggerates this, like saying, oh, I was losing money to the tune of a negative 60% loss. He could have said, yeah, I lost about $8, like, per comic. Figuring his average was $14.95 per comic, and it went from less than $15 to about $6. Lost about $8, give or take. He could have said, in total, lost $24. No, 60%, as if he lost that much money. And the other thing is that somebody that, again, is around comic books, calls them sacred, that is very important to him. Why would you pick a comic that nobody really cares about, like Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man? You have Marvel Comics number 1, Fantastic Four number 1, Fantastic Four number 5. You have all of these crazy, amazing comic books that are staring you right in the face, served up to you on a silver platter that you know are so much better, and he picks a crappy version. Why would you do that? I don't know. His experiment seemed to be a little bit tilted to that. Oh, I don't like these NFTs. They're a threat to my physical comic books, which I don't think they are. I think they go very well together. One complements the other very well. Even Jeremy Padower had said, no, that if anything, these NFTs have bolstered or increased a lot of the other physical collectibles. So again, try to give him benefit of the doubt. So he says, is this a precursor of more bad news to come? Unknown. Says the NFT market has been gaining strength in other things, primarily art and sports cards, so why not comics? I wonder, could Marvel sell their books through multiple platforms like Veve? Meanwhile, claiming each is unique to that particular site. Food for digital thought. If that is the general question, then, again, it wouldn't really make much sense for Marvel to go on and list a bunch of their rarest and most valued comics on Veve, and then decide, hey, Recur, we're going to give you some of these comics, and then tell their friends, or not their friends, tell their subscribers, people that love Marvel, yeah, you can't collect all of them on one site. You have to go here, and you have to go here, and you have to go there. Now, in the future, you can make the argument that because all of these will probably be on Immutable X, they'll probably be on OpenSea, Coinbase NFT, all that, probably even GameStop NFT Marketplace, that, well, they're all on one ecosystem anyway, so you can get them there. Maybe they could do that, but it just might not make a whole lick of sense. So he does compare this to a pyramid scheme or future speculation. Says, however, do NFTs fit the particular model of a pyramid scheme? He says, we should take a moment to consider NFTs as a new medium for our portfolios, perhaps. So he does kind of put that suggestion out there, that power suggestion. Should we consider these as a pyramid scheme or part of our portfolios? Again, he doesn't really say. So he goes on to talk about Marvel and making money, and that's in conclusion, he thinks that this is unknown. However, I think NFTs will have a positive impact to drive comics even higher. So it's kind of all over the place with the article, but that was floating around, so I did want to go and kind of address that. Yeah, one last thing. Omi, you do not see the value on Trust Wallet anymore, and it is no longer on CoinGecko. I have gotten so many heckin' comments and messages about this, so let me just address this. I guess the comment says, bro, I have not changed my old Omi token today. When I saw Trust Wallet, I have the Omi token does not show value. What's the reason? I don't know what the reason was. An update where they just decided, you know what, we're going to be on ERC20 now. We're no longer going to show that value. Maybe that's the reason. And why it was taken off CoinGecko, I don't know. You can look at it on CoinMarketCap, though. That's for the most part where I tend to look at it also because, I'm sorry, not CoinMarketCap. CoinGecko, you can go look at it on. It was taken off CoinMarketCap. They're not tracking it for whatever reason. But CoinGecko has the most updated version. It has the price. It has the correct total circulating supply that we could ever have. I thought it was 312 billion, but apparently it's 314 billion. That the total circulating supply. Anywho, even if they were off by 2 billion or so, it's close enough where this is the most accurate. And yeah, so that's about it. Everyone please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And everyone please check out at HeyDavidDon, at KingMavsForever over on the Veve app. I'm sorry, on the Twitter. Standoff Chart, KingMavs, and ChaviCat5 over on the Veve app. Kobe Collection, Omi Player 1 over on the YouTube. Wraithax.eth domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trays, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, The Gale, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes all on the YouTube. And then you have at WetWizardVeve and Gario at 1234CA3 all on Twitter. I love you guys. Class dismissed. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.